Hi everyone, and welcome back to Turn This Way. I'm Jennifer Radkey, Mindset and Clarity Coach with KRG Hospitality. And today's episode is a big one for anyone who's ever said, I have so many ideas, I just don't know where to start, or my brain is constantly on, but I can't seem to get any of it organized. If that sounds familiar, this episode is definitely for you. Today we're diving into a mindset and leadership skill that every hospitality professional needs. How to organize your thoughts, your ideas, and your mental space so you can lead with clarity instead of chaos. As we all know, the world of hospitality is fast. It's loud, it's full of moving parts, fires to put out, and ideas that hit you in the middle of a shift or a staff meeting. But when your mind gets cluttered, when everything feels urgent, creativity suffers, decision-making slows, and stress ramps up. Organizing your thoughts isn't about controlling everything. It's about creating mental space so the right ideas have room to grow. Think of it like your kitchen. If you are trying to focus on creating a new main dish, but your fridge is filled with ingredients for other dishes, your kitchen tools are scattered everywhere, your sink is overflowing with dirty stuff, and your phone is pinging with other tasks that need to be taken care of, your focus will be lost. Your stress will be high, and your ability to make decisions regarding the new recipe is seriously impaired. Your mental space is no different than your physical space in this regards. If it's too crowded, you can't reach your optimal performance. I'm going to share a personal story. When I first received my coaching certificate, I was full of ideas, like lists and lists of ideas all over the place. I wanted to coach in several unique areas. Maybe I could do it all. How could that work? I wanted to offer my coaching to KRG clients, I knew that, but I also wanted to coach women going through major life transitions. Or maybe I could coach homeschooling parents on creating balance between their needs and the needs of their children. The excitement of a new chapter of my life starting and the endless possibilities it created flooded my brain with so many ideas. And in the depths of all these thoughts, inaction grew. I became paralyzed by mental clutter. And instead of starting my new career path on a clear route, I was left kind of wandering around. It took multiple talks with my husband, Doug, and some awesome conversations with some entrepreneur friends to help me slow down, step out of the clutter, and start clearing mental space to breathe in. And only then I was able to deliberate, weigh pros and cons, find purpose, and create clarity. And now here I am with this podcast and coaching KRG clients focused. I know a lot of you are also entrepreneurs. Your mind is constantly buzzing with ideas. My father owned his own business for years and often woke up at 2 a.m. with the solution to a problem or a new idea to take the business to the next level. I know this because my mom would complain about it often. My husband does this as well. It's like your mind is generating new ideas 24/7. It can be considered your superpower, but it becomes a problem when the ideas and thoughts pile up and create traps or blocks to clarity and creativity. Let's talk about the 3 biggest mindset traps I see hospitality leaders falling into when it comes to ideas and information. Number 1, the first trap is the belief that I have to act on this right now. It's important to recognize that not everything deserves your immediate energy. Some ideas are seeds, not marching orders. Not every idea is going to be a priority item. The second trap is, if I don't think about it constantly, I'll forget it. This keeps your brain running like a browser with 30 tabs open, like my phone on any given day. But while your phone can still operate with multiple tabs open, you are not a machine. And having too many tabs running can seriously affect your output. You need places to store ideas, not carry them. The last trap I see, and I'm guilty of falling into myself sometimes, is I should be able to organize this in my head. Absolutely not. Leave room in your brain for creating ideas and use tools available to you for sorting and organizing them. If you believed any of these thoughts, you are definitely not alone. I want to introduce you to a framework that makes room for clarity. Here's the simple process I coach leaders through. Step 1, capture. This is when you get everything out of your head and onto paper, a note app, a whiteboard, anything. I had one client whose workspace was literally covered in Post-it notes during this process. You probably have an idea of how you brainstorm best. Maybe it's through visual webs, flowcharts, free train of thought notes, journaling, whatever feels good for you is best. No judging, no sorting yet, just unload it all. Step 2 is to sort. Give each idea a category. The categories I suggest you use are now, later, opportunity, delegate, and let go. This is where you can remove the urgency and start seeing the bigger picture. The last step then is to choose. From the now section, pick one focus for today or this week. It doesn't mean you will never get to the others. It just means that for that one day, you are intentionally focusing on one idea. Clarity comes from choosing, not juggling. Right now, if you can, I want you to pause and name one idea or thought that's been taking up way too much space in your mind. Say it out loud or write it down. And there you go, you've done the first step in capturing. Okay, so what if everything feels important? I get asked this quite often. Well, this is important, but this is important too, and this is important too, and how do I choose? This is where leadership comes in. You are going to ask yourself, is this urgent or is it just loud? How do you know the difference? Think of the consequences of what would happen if you did not deal with this action today, or even this week. What would the outcome be? That's how you will know if it is urgent. Next, I want you to ask yourself, is this important or is it simply new? Our brains love new ideas. It's like a dopamine hit. But is it actually important? And lastly, does this need my energy or my system? This is where having strong, reliable systems in place can really come in handy. And it's your leadership skills that's going to give you the answer to that. Does it need my energy or does it need my system? Your brain will always try to convince you that everything matters, but clarity comes from the courage to prioritize. Easing your mental load and creating space for clarity doesn't only help the success of your business, but it creates healthy boundaries and protects your biggest asset, which, of course, is your peace of mind. Remember, the goal isn't to have fewer ideas. It's to create space for the right ones to thrive. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this helpful, share this episode with a colleague or hospitality leader who needs a little clarity in their life. And as always, keep turning toward the mindset you deserve to live the life you want to create. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.